Okay guys, on our previous video, we talked about pronouns. We know that pronouns are non-equivalents. They are going to take the place of nouns. We know that we have fewer pronouns than we have nouns. And we know that there are classes of pronouns. We have established that we have 10 different classes of pronouns. We know that the first 5 classes of pronouns are closely related to one another. And then we talked about subject pronouns, which are those pronouns that take the place of subjects in a sentence. We talked about object pronouns, that are those that take the place of objects in the sentence. Remember that the object of a sentence is not only a direct object. An object in a sentence can be an indirect object, object of a preposition, object of an infinitive, etc. Now, today we are going to continue talking about possessive pronouns. Possessive pronouns have this genitive quality, right? Possessive pronouns show that there is a very close relation between two nouns. And a possessive pronoun uh, must not be confused with possessive adjectives. You have to be extremely careful about that. We have possessive adjectives and we have possessive pronouns. Now, possessive pronouns, as you can read on the presentation, show possession and must not be confused with possessive adjectives. Possessive pronouns can be genitives. No genitives, they show possession. They can be direct objects. They can be predicate nominatives. For example, not only that, for example, okay, those are possible functions of the possessive pronouns. On the right, you can see all of the possessive pronouns. Mine, yours, his, hers. We don't have its. That doesn't exist as a possessive pronoun. Ours and theirs. Pay attention. The possessive pronouns are those. In no moment it says my or your or his. Well, I'm sorry, obviously his, yes, it's there. But not her. Her is not there. And if I say her hair is long, that is not a possessive pronoun. Her hair, it's a possessive adjective because the noun, the central word is hair, which I don't have right now, right? Hair is the noun, and hair, no, hair is showing the possession of the hair. It's an adjective. Now, let's refocus. Those are the possessive pronouns. Those 6. Remember, it's is not a possessive pronoun. Now, check out the examples over there. I hope it works like that too for you. On the left of the screen, mine is strength and lust and power. That comes from a movie, from Beowulf. Mine is strength and lust and power. Whose is strength and lust and power? Mine. This laptop is only yours. I did not find my medals, but I found yours. Now, what are the functions of these possessive pronouns in the sentence? Mine is strength and lust and power. In that case, that is a subject. Mine is strength and lust and power. This laptop is only yours. In that case, yours is a predicate nominative. This laptop is only ours, sorry. This laptop is only our laptop. Yes? This laptop is what? Only our laptop. Predicate nominative. I did not find my medals, but I found yours. I found what? Direct object, right? Now, those are possessive pronouns. They show possession and they can act as genitives, They can be direct objects, predicate nominatives, among other roles. Let's talk about uh, this difference between a possessive pronoun and a possessive adjective. Now, look at the possessive pronouns. Look at the possessive adjectives. My, mine, his, her, hers, its, nothing, our, ours, your, yours, their, theirs. The possessive adjectives require a noun. They they clarify this noun. They give some extra information about this noun. The possessive pronoun takes the place of the noun. Now, see the examples over there. My external drive is blue. My is modifying drive. My is an adjective. Do not classify my as a possessive pronoun because it's not, it's an adjective. Check the next example. Mine is red. Mine is a possessive pronoun. My external drive. Yes? So mine is taking the place of the external drive. My external drive is red. What is my external drive? Is the subject. So the word mine, because it is taking the place of my external drive, is also the subject. Mine is red. Mine, possessive pronoun, acting as a subject. Leslie has booked our hotel already. Our is an adjective, as you can see in the list. It's a possessive adjective. It is modifying hotel. Leslie has booked what? The hotel. The direct object is hotel, not our. She did not book theirs, though. She did not book what? Theirs. What is theirs? Their hotel. So she booked our hotel, but she didn't book her hotel. Her hotel and other people, right? So she did not book theirs, though. That means that theirs is acting as the direct object in that sentence. So as you can see, possessive pronouns are not only genitives. They can be direct objects, they can be predicate nominatives, etc. Now, moving on to reflexive pronouns. Now, reflexive pronouns and reciprocal pronouns, they are very closely related, as I told you. And sometimes they may be a little confusing to understand. So I'm going to ask you to try and pay attention. Now, a reflexive pronoun redirects itself to the doer. They end in self or selves. Okay? They end in self or selves. These are direct always or predicate nominatives. Always. There's no other possibility for a reflexive pronoun. A reflexive pronoun is a direct object. And if it's not a direct object, it's a predicate nominative. And that's it. They cannot be anything else. Now, check the list of the reflexive pronouns. Myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, yourselves, ourselves, themselves. Please do pay attention. Our self with F does not exist. Themself with F does not exist. Yourself exists if it's talking about one interlocutor, and yourselves exists if it's talking about multiple interlocutors. They are always direct objects or predicate nominatives. Now, intensive pronouns are also called emphatic pronouns. And check the examples, check the list, excuse me, check the list of the intensive pronouns. It's the same list as the reflexive pronoun. Let's check back. Reflexive pronouns. There's a list. Intensive pronouns. There's a list. It's the same list of verbs. Intensive pronouns and reflexive pronouns are the same words. So why don't we call them both? Why don't we call both classes, like intensive pronouns and reflexive pronouns, as the same thing? Because they do different things in the sentence. Now, an emphatic pronoun or an intensive pronoun, as you will see, are the same as reflexive pronouns. As their name implies, they are used to show emphasis. They emphasize whatever word they are referring to, the antecedent, I mean. And they are used for emphasis, and their function within the sentence is that of appositives. What are reflexive pronouns? What is the function of reflexive pronouns? Direct objects and predicate nominatives. What is the function of an intensive pronoun? Appositives. That's it. That's the difference. If you find one of these words acting as an appositive, it's an intensive pronoun. If you find it working as a direct object, it's a reflexive pronoun. Now, check the examples. We painted the house ourselves. What is ourselves? Is we. It's an appositive. That's it. It's not adding more information. I myself may have stepped on the glasses. Who is myself? I. It's acting as an appositive. Or are they acting as direct objects in any of those examples? We painted what? The house. We didn't paint ourselves. We painted the house. The house is the direct object. Or is ourselves a predicate nominative? No, it cannot be a predicate nominative. It cannot be a predicate nominative because we don't have a linking verb. In the other case, myself. Is myself a direct object? No, it's next to the subject. Is myself a predicate nominative? Same thing. No, it's next to the subject. Now, let's see. No, let's not go to reciprocal pronouns yet. Now, in the textbook, you will find this aspect clarified to more detail. What I tend to do, if I am having some doubts whether one of these pronouns is reflexive or intensive, is that I eliminate the pronoun. Because see, one thing you need to understand is that an appositive can be eliminated from the sentence, because the purpose of an appositive is to transmit not grammatical information, but pragmatic information. Structurally, it doesn't help, to put it that way. And the reflexive pronoun has a function, but this function is structural. It's a grammatical function. So I cannot take out the direct object from the sentence, because if I take out the direct object, the sentence doesn't make sense or the meaning is changed. I will continue the explanation, the difference between reflexive and intensive pronouns on the next video.